غرباء 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 غرباء.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. عفوا إخوان. I was looking to the brothers. Nobody was looking happy, so I was thinking why. Because of the time, eh? Allahumma barik. Yeah. Allahumma barik.
No jokes.
Yeah. طيب أيها الإخوة، أين وقفنا بالأمس؟
يعبد الله وفيه يعبد الله.
طيب بارك الله. نعم، أحد قرأ هذا؟ Somebody read this, eh? طيب وفيه يعبد الله, and in it we're talking about page 116 صفحة 116. We stopped at the وقفنا عند الفقرة الثالثة, the third paragraph, somewhere in the middle of the text. وفيه يعبد الله صفحة 116 page 116. طيب أنا أقرأ وأنتم تترجمون. وفيه يعبد الله. نعم, and in it he worships Allah. ويطالع. يطالع is different than revising. Although the word is not easy for me to translate in English. هذه الكلمة يطالع هي فعل أم اسم؟ فعل مضارع. يطالع. يطالع. وأنا أطالع. A past tense, he form فعل ماض طالع. I form past tense طالعت. The noun is مطالعة. You know, what means رحمك الله. هناك فرق بين قرأ وطالع. رحمك الله. هناك فرق, there is difference بين قرأ وطالع. قرأ يعني قرأ من أول الكتاب إلى آخر الكتاب. From the beginning, that's قرأ. طالع is going through a book. Or what I heard they say, scanning through a book. You know what I mean? That is طالع. طالع is like going through books.
A quick glance.
Yes, it's not a revision.
Okay.
A revision is راجع. If you say he revised, you know, like a revision of a lesson or the Quran, you use which one? راجع. He revised. What's I revised? راجعت. راجعت. What is his revising?
He's revising.
يرجع is he comes back.
يراجع.
يراجع. محمد يراجع القرآن. سعيد يراجع القرآن. يراجع. He's revising. And the noun is
مراجعة.
مراجعة. You heard before, eh? مراجعة. Let's do مراجعة. That is revision. مراجعة is revision. But طالع is when you have a library. You go to library, you do طالع. You know, open books and look to it, quick look. You understand? Scanning through a book, and that's it. Okay? وينام. وينام. And he sleeps. What's I sleep? أنام. He slept. نام. I slept. Yes, نمت. Very good. اللهم بارك. I slept. نمت. And what is the noun? الاسم?
No.
نوم. Sleeping. نوم. وينام. وبذلك كانت كل مدرسة تحتوي على مسجد. وبذلك and with that, that's the literally meaning, because be means with, and ذلك is that masculine. وبذلك and with that كانت كل مدرسة تحتوي على مسجد. Sometimes you cannot start from the beginning.
And with that,
You start with kullu. And with that,
used to,
every school
used to contain.
used to contain. Very good. تحتوي contain. تحتوي contain. And it goes with ala, so you cannot translate ala. So it contains a masjid. And with that, every school was containing. Although تحتوي is a present tense verb, and the past tense is احتوى, it contained. احتوى. And the I form احتويت. But although it's present tense, because of kana, it turns it to the past tense. Always when kana comes, kana goes with a present tense verb. What did I say? Kana goes with the present tense verb. So he slept. Yanamu. No. Nama, he slept. Nama, he slept. He was sleeping. We use now kana. Kana yanamu. Now you use yanamu. What is present tense verb? Because of kana. You cannot make past and past. Okay? So kana's past tense, so it goes with the present tense verb. What's I'm eating? I am eating. Akulu. Akulu. What is I was eating? Kuntu akulu. Or akaltu. But kuntu akulu is I used to eat. Kuntu akulu. Anyway. نعم. وقاعات للدراسة. قاعات هذا جمع أم مفرد؟
جمع.
ما هو المفرد؟
قاعة. قاعة.
قاعة.
قاعة is a hall.
نعم قاعة is a hall. قاعة is a hall. So it contained also halls للدراسة for study
Study halls.
وغرف لنوم الطلاب
And rooms
and rooms
for students to sleep.
for students to sleep ومكتبة
And library.
and a library ومطبخ and a kitchen وحمام and a toilet or bathroom وكانت بعض المدارس تحتوي فوق ذلك.
And some of the schools
Some schools
contain more than or greater than that.
كانت تحتوي
Used to contain
used to contain فوق ذلك.
above more than that.
Yes, above that. And تحتوي goes with على, so you don't translate. What is ملاعب? Is the plural, the جمع ماذا? Is plural of?
ملعب.
Yes, ملعب.
It's a playground or a park.
Playground, yes. ملعب is playground. So playgrounds. ملاعب. For what? للرياضة البدنية. For the physical sport. رياضة is sport. And what is بدن?
Physical body, yeah.
بدن is body.
Yeah.
What is other word for بدن in Arabic?
Jasad.
جسد. And a third word? جسد is also body. And we've done also other one. جسم. You say بدن الإنسان, the body of the human being. بدن الإنسان. جسد الإنسان, جسم الإنسان. So you say جسم, جسد, بدن. All three with one meaning. والله أعلم. So الرياضة البدنية is the physical sport, something you do with the body. في الهواء الطلق. What's الهواء الطلق?
Fresh air.
Yeah, I am. It's somewhere, something that is close to that, or maybe it's that fresh air, or pure air,
Open air. Like that.
or open air.
What is talq?
Fresh one,
You know this word, al-hawa al-talq, it might mean outdoor, the air what is outdoor. Open air, eh?
I think the Ustadh gave us the example of wajh al-talq. Somebody got
Wajhun talq, yeah.
the open place.
Open, yes. Talqun, talqun has to do with open. Open, naam. Talqun means open. So hawa'un talq is open air. And that's why I said to you here in the Hansword dictionary, it says hawa'un talq, in the open, under the open sky, outdoors. So wherever you choose from them, whatever you write is inshallah okay. So hawa'un talq is outdoors, in the open, under the open sky. So it's not fresh air. هواء نقي, fresh air. Fresh air. نعم. طيب, من منكم لم يقرأ بالأمس؟ أنت قرأت؟ أنت قرأت قيصر. تفضل تيمور.
وأفضل
مثال
مثال لهذه المدارس الجامع الأزهر فهو مسجد تقام فيه حلقات للدراسة تحيط به من جهاته المتعددة غرف لسكن الطلاب تسمى بالأروقة يسكنها طلاب كل بلد بجانب واحد فهناك رواق للشاميين ورواق للمغاربة ورواق للأتراك ورواق للسودانيين وهكذا ولا يزال طلاب الأزهر حتى اليوم يأخذون رواتب شهرية مع دراستهم المجانية من ربح الأوقاف التي وقفت على طلاب العلم بالأزهر.
طيب, جيد. وأفضل مثال and the best example لهذه المدارس الجامع الأزهر. No. And the best example for these schools, and what have been preceded, what you have just read in the previous fiqra, Al-Jami'u Al-Azhar. Al-Jami'u is not Al-Jami'atu. Al-Jami'atu is university, but Al-Jami'u is without a ta al-marbuta, so that is also difference in meaning. Al-Jami'u is used for a very big masjid. You understand? If you say Al-Jami'u, that is like a huge masjid or a big masjid. And some said Al-Jami'u is a masjid that has Salat al-Jumu'ah in it. This has been called Al-Jami'. So, if I say Al-Jami'u Al-Azhar, then you just think about the masjid. Because Al-Azhar is a masjid. What's Al-Azhar? A masjid. And you will see also after a bit that you can also, people also study there. It's not only a masjid, but also a place for studying. طيب. And now it explains what it wants to say. Al-Jami' al-Azhar فهو مسجد. It's a masjid. تقام فيه حلقات للدراسة. You've done tuqamu before. Yes. In it are halaqatun for study established. What is halaqatun? Is هذا جمع حلقة. What is halaqa, brothers? Yes. Halaqatun means circle. For circle you use what? Da'iratun. I advise you to use da'iratun. Da'iratun.
Islamic circle.
You know when you do the square, murabba'un, triangle, muthallathun, they come with square. You know in the primary school they say da'iratun. But halaqatun is like a circle. In this context, a study circle. Okay? You say halaqatun li tahfidh al-Quran. Okay? Quran learning circles because they sit in a circle. Okay? And the single form is halaqatun. Halaqatun. Naam. So al-halaqatu, you say halaqatu, it's like a study circle, but it does not mean that they have to sit exactly in a circle. But that is maybe what they used to do. So if you find them sitting in a square, don't say murabba' of study. It's still a halaqa. Okay, brothers?
It's going to be hard to make a square.
Yes. So don't be too hard in that. Also, halaqa is everything that is round, is halaqa. Everything that is round is halaqa, okay? You say halaqatul bab. What's halaqatul bab? You know, they have that in some, it's like a circle. Halaqatul bab, you can knock the door with it. You know, it's like from metal. Door knocker. Door knocker. You know, it's halaqatul bab. It's like a round circle. You do chick, chick. Okay? That's halaqatul bab. Okay?
Oh, stop disturbing us.
Naam. طيب. بعد ذلك تحيط به من جهاته المتعددة. Sorry, I have to complete, I think, to get a good meaning. تحيط به من جهاته المتعددة غرف لسكن الطلاب تسمى بالأروقة. نعم تفضل أخ تيمور.
Surrounded by from a side is a gym.
Yes.
Numerous
Yes.
rooms for the residents or living of the students that are named, like in the rooms are named in Arabic. I looked it up, Sheikh, I got gallery, but I don't know what that is.
طيب. You know this masjid, تحيط به, it's surrounded by. This word تحيط به means surrounded by. And the past tense is أحاط. Yes, أحاط. تحيط به من جهاته المتعددة. جهة is what? Jihatun, direction. Yes, so jihatun is directions. The single form is jihatun. You say the direction of the qibla, jihatul qibla. Okay, jihatun. So from its different angles or directions, it's been surrounded by what? غرف. What's غرف? Rooms. لسكن الطلاب, for the living of the students or residence of the students. تسمى,
Names.
it's been named. Yeah, it's been called. It's been named. Al-Arwiqa. This word Arwiqa, the single form is exactly, approximately the beneath it. If you go one line beneath it, Ruwaqun. What is the single form? Ruwaqun. What's the plural form? Arwiqatun. This word is from the words that you might not hear a lot. I mean, in the daily life. But that does not prevent from learning it. Ruwaqun is like a dormitory. Okay? A hall of residence. Okay, brothers? And now it will explain what al-arwiqa is. It will explain what al-arwiqa is because it says after it directly, يَسْكُنُهَا طُلَّابُ كُلِّ بَلَدٍ بِجَانِبٍ وَاحِدٍ. What's that? يَسْكُنُهَا أخ تيمور.
Residing in them, for them, students from all countries next to one another.
Yes. It's been recited by students. يسكنها طلاب كل بلد. It's been recited. Although يسكن is present tense, sakana is past tense, but in this context it's been recited by students of every country next to another. يعني no, بجانب واحد, on one side. On one side. Yes, جانب is بجانب واحد, يعني next to each other. يعني one country, they're all in one place. Okay. فهناك رواق للشاميين. There is a ruwaq for what? الشاميين. For the people of Sham. Okay. One person from that area is Shamiyun. And the plural is Shamiyuna. And because of li, it makes it Shamiyina. And although Syria is a part of Sham, it's not the whole Sham. Sham is how many countries? Like I said before, 4 countries. Which countries are today classified as Sham? Lebanon, Syria, Al-Urdun, and the most important, Palestine. This is the area of Sham. These two, it's been called Sham in the time of the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet ﷺ said, إِنَّ الْإِيمَانَ إِذَا كَثُرَتِ الْفِتَنِ بِالشَّامِ. Verily, the Iman, when the fitna is a lot, will be in Sham. So Sham will have a very big role in the future, inshaAllah. And everybody knows where Isa alayhi salam will be sent down. Sham. Okay, brothers? Dimashq. Yani Sham will have a very big role in the future, inshaAllah. And may Allah help our brothers and sisters, and may Allah protect our brothers and sisters in Syria, because people, they die on a daily basis. May Allah have mercy upon those Muslims who died there, and protect the women and children from being slaughtered. Allahul Musta'an. This government there, Bashar al-Assad, he is of the Alawiyyin, the Shia group, Al-Alawiyyun. Okay, it's a part of the Shia belief. And they are only 10 or 15% or maximum 20% of the country. But they don't want to give the rule to the majority what? Sunni. Majority of Syria is what? Sunni. The vast majority. But they are the minority, and they, with their corrupt belief, don't want to give it to the Sunnis, who are the majority. Anyway, we go back to the lesson. وَرُوَاقٌ لِلْمَغَارِبَةِ, and there is a ruwaq for the Moroccans. If you say مَغَارِبَةٌ, the single form is one Moroccan. مغربي مغربي. نعم. But you have to be careful if you say Al-Maghariba in the past or Al-Maghrib. You know, this has two contexts. In the past, they used to say Duwalul Maghrib, the countries of Al-Maghrib, Algeria, not only Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia. Okay, it was all Maghrib. It's all the Maghrib. Because it's only recently that the French, who was occupying these three countries, they made these borders. But if you say Al-Maghrib, then you mean these countries. And Mauritania is also, I think, a part of it, of Dual Al-Maghrib. Okay? Because the word Al-Maghrib is a direction. Al-Maghrib means west. So this is West Africa, Northwest Africa. طيب. وَرْوَاقٌ لِلْأَتْرَاك,
Dormitory for the Turks.
and dormitory for the Turks. And also in the past, the word Turks was used for a wide
The Ottomans.
place, wide piece of land, where, you know, these countries that end on stan, Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan and Turkey. I'm not sure exactly how many countries, but it's not only the nowadays Turkey. The Prophet ﷺ said, دَعُوا الْأَتْرَاكَ مَا وَدَعُوكُمْ. أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام, similar to how he said, the Prophet ﷺ said, leave the Turkish people as long as they leave you, because they were very strong. And it's not only the Turkey of nowadays, but it's also the areas behind it. Wallahu a'lam.
Constantinople.
It's not the Ottomans, they came very late. When the Prophet ﷺ was referring, there were no Ottoman Empire yet.
Used to be called Constantinople or something like that.
Constantinople is only Istanbul. That is the city Istanbul now.
That's it.
That was the biggest Roman Empire. And you see this place, what's been turned as a masjid. That was for 1,000 years the biggest church in Europe. But the Muslims took over. In Istanbul.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes, the masjid.
the masjid
Allahumma
name?
barik. I think it's Masjid Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih, but I'm not sure. Anyway, if you want to be sure what Turkey mean in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, you have to go back because I'm not totally sure. Anyway,
What's the mufrad for atrak?
Turkiyun. One Turkish person is Turkiyun, Maghribiyun, Shamiyun, and Ruwaqun lis-Sudaniyin for the Sudanese. Now, what is one Sudanese? Sudaniyun. نعم. وهكذا etc. or like this. ولا يزال طلاب الأزهر حتى اليوم.
Students continue.
أخ تيمور، ولا يزال طلاب الأزهر حتى اليوم, until the day the students of the Azhar remain until today, يأخذون رواتب شهرية, taking
the payment,
yes,
the monthly pay.
monthly payments. You know, one payment is one payment ratibun. What is what you get every month, the money for working? Wage, that's better. Yes, ratibun. Ratibun is wage. You know, if somebody say, what's your ratib? What's your wage? Okay? It can be weekly, أسبوعيا, شهريا, سنويا. So, rawatib, and it ends on one dhamma only, and here it is only one fatha, because it has originally only one dhamma, is wages. Shahriya, monthly. So, in the Arabic language, you can use ratib for the working person and you can use it for the student. But in English, maybe for a student, you have a different word.
Loan.
Yes.
Loan is a
But in Arabic, you can use it for the working person and the one that is not working, but a student that gets it like that.
loan.
And you can also use for the student in Arabic, minhatun is also used يعني for that. Or mukafa'atun. طيب. نعم مع دراستهم المجانية.
Their studies, al-Majani, free.
With their free
Studies.
studies. نعم. From the word مجانا, we have done that, free. نعم. من ربح الأوقاف.
From the Prophet.
From the Prophet. ربح is profit.
In Bayna, al-Awqaf.
Yes. You know, al-awqaf, this is how to explain. ما هو المفرد أخ تيمور؟ وقف. Single form is وقف. You have to make shakal, eh? Because if you don't put shakal, it's waqafa, maybe. Waqafas, he stopped.
He stopped.
Or he stood.
He stood.
Waqfun.
Kif is on.
Qif is the command, yes, qif. Waqfun is the mufrad of awqaf. Normally, it's been mentioned a lot if you say the Ministry of Islamic Affairs. What's ministry? وزارة الأوقاف والشؤون الإسلامية. Islamic affairs, شؤون إسلامية. But normally this branch, this ministry is mentioned with the word أوقاف. أوقاف and شؤون إسلامية. It's one ministry. أوقاف هذا جمع وقف. Is this plural of وقف. What is وقف? وقف, you have a house. You have a house. You say this is وقف لله. From the moment you say that this is وقف لله, then nobody is allowed until the day of judgment to use it for something else than its purpose. This is وقف في الله. You don't sell it. It has to stay like that. Okay? You say, I make this building وقف لله for the students of knowledge. Nobody can come tomorrow and say, I make supermarket from that. Okay? نعم وقف خلاص. And the best translation maybe is religious endowments. That is awqaf. Endowments, Endowments. Religious endowments. Because it has to do with religion. Religious endowments. That's al-awqaf. So, what does, the students in Azhar, they get paid. Okay? Where does that money come from? From the ribh, the profit of al-awqaf. Somebody, a muhsin, a good Muslim, he says, this building is waqfun lillah. Everything that goes from it has to be spent Islamically. Okay? So sometimes people can pay you were sleeping. Allahumma barik. You was gone, akhi.
Like a baby.
We just started, akhi, for a bit. How after 1 hour? You want to wash your face? Yeah. اغسل وجهك يا أخي. اغسل وجهك حتى يذهب عنك النوم. متى نمت بالأمس؟ في أي ساعة؟ مباشرة أو تأخرت؟ تأخرت قليلا.
نمت الساعة 2.
السهر is like waking up, staying up the night.
نمت الساعة 2.
الساعة الثانية. صعب يا أخي. كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يكره النوم قبل العشاء والحديث بعدها. The Prophet ﷺ used to dislike النوم قبل العشاء, sleeping before العشاء, والحديث بعدها, and speaking after it. To prepare for sleeping. So if you speak, you will not sleep. And if you sleep before Isha, then it's very difficult to sleep. If you sleep before Isha, it's very difficult to sleep after Isha. So the Prophet ﷺ used to dislike that. You okay with the time, my brothers?
No.
Yeah. Allahumma barik. Alhamdulillah, the masjid in my area, I've seen the June one. It stays on the same time, alhamdulillah.
4:20.
4:20, akhi. It does not go more down.
So I came back to 3:30 this morning.
Oh.
Is it today or from tomorrow?
From
Yeah, for tomorrow, yeah?
Oh, you still like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
3:30, yeah.
Allahu Akbar akhi.
And it's going to come back further back as well.
Ma sha Allah.
3:15.
Last year.
Last year, the lowest was 3:30.
Allahu Akbar akhi.
Okay, maybe it is there.
طيب.
4:20, man.
Yeah, it looks serious akhi.
Who does the timetables anyways? The front line.
Sunrise is still gonna come down, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sh-
Yeah,
It's going to come down from June the 22nd, isn't it? What's the solstice?
21st, I think, yeah.
I have a look, but definitely they pray before shuruq, you know. Naam.
It looks like the front line people. They've done the timetable. They're the one who runs the watch, isn't it? Someone in his computer and in Microsoft data. Actually, the world's advanced Microsoft data, man. You got everything there, man.
طيب. جيد. الأوقاف التي أوقفت على طلاب العلم بالأزهر, which is
She's been endowed.
endowed. Yes. You know, if you don't understand endowed, it may be a difficult word, endowed. A close word to that, what might help you, is donated.
Donation.
Donated. نعم. Which is donated على طلاب العلم بالأزهر, to the
What is students?
Students of knowledge of Azhar.
نعم, students of knowledge in Al-Azhar.
So if somebody makes a building of waqf, it can be rented and then the money can be used for Islamic.
Yes,
purposes.
yes, yes, yes. You know, so, the scholars, they mention issues like the person who has put a waqf, if he dies, you cannot change it unless there is such a huge benefit of changing it to something better. You know? But don't change the niyyah of the person that made the waqf. You know, this is a very sensitive issue, waqf. Something that is a waqf, you know.
It's like in Saudi Arabia, they have all of that complex is all waqf. You know, with the clock towers and all this. That's all waqf.
Yeah.
It says on the side, you know, when they're building it,
Yes.
it's Abdul-Aziz's endowment project.
Ah.
All the rent goes to the...
Yes, look like that. Like in front of the Masjid Haram, you have the King Abdul-Aziz or King Abdullah endowment project. So it's been rented, but it goes to what? The Islamic purpose. So anyway, من يقرأ الآن؟ من ما قرأ بالأمس؟ كلكم قرأتم بالأمس، ها؟ طيب نرجع إلى الأخ قيصر. نعم.
كان رؤوسه
رؤساء
رؤساء المدارس
من خيرتي من خيرتي. I think it's a mistake here. من خيرتي.
علماء وأكثرهم
شهرة. نعم.
ولم يكن مدرسون في صدر الإسلامية يأخذون أجرا على عملهم
وبعد
أن اتسعت
الحضارة
وبنيت المدارس
وأوقف
لها
الأوقاف جعل
المدرسين فيها راتب شهرية.
نعم.
قلة بحسب البلد والمدارس والأوقاف.
نعم والأوقاف.
ولكنها على كل حال كانت خافية
ليعيش
المدرس حياة طيبة
حياة. نعم. ولم يكن
يجلس للتدريس إلا من
شهد له
الشيوخ في الكفاء
الشيوخ بالكفاءة.
وقد كان نظام في عصر الإسلام
الأول أن يسمح الشيخ
للتلميذ بالانفصال عن حلقته وإنشاء
حلقة خاصة
وأن يعهد
برئاسة
حلقة إليه
بعد
وفاته.
طيب جيد. كان رؤساء المدارس رؤساء هذا جمع أم مفرد؟ جمع. ما هو المفرد؟ رئيس. The مفرد is, the single is رئيس. رئيس. طيب if you say رئيس it normally means president. You know رئيس البلد. You say رئيس البلد. If you make it with بلد, if you say it with بلد is the president, the leader. Okay, رئيس is leader. I think leader is better. But it's also president. And رؤساء هذا جمع. ورئيس المدرسة what's المدارس هذا جمع ولا مفرد؟ جمع. والمفرد مدرسة تون. رئيس المدرسة is the same as مدير المدرسة. We've done مدير is head teacher. مدير المدرسة ممكن. So if you say رئيس المدرسة who is the highest person is the same as مدير المدرسة, the head teacher. من خيرة العلماء. In the past, who were the head teachers of the school? They were from the best of the scholars. They were not only scholars. Al-ulama'u is what? The scholars. What's the single? One scholar, alimun. They were from the best. Khiratu means best. This is a form of the word khayrun. Khayrun is best. طيب. وأكثرهم شهرة.
Many of them. A lot of them.
And the most of them fame. Of the most famous of them. Okay? Shuhratun is fame or famous.
Famous.
You say
مشهور.
huwa mashhurun, he's famous. Huwa mashhurun. But in this context, it's shuhratun. You know, mashhurun is a person. He said huwa mashhurun. Hiya mashhuratun. She's famous. Huwa mashhurun. This female companion is famous. He is famous. Mashhurun. But fame, you know, I think the noun is fame. Eh? This means fame. Shuhratun means fame. The most of them fame. He was the one that was the head teacher. Okay? in the past. ولم يكن المدرسون في صدر الإسلام يأخذون أجرا على عملهم. And the teachers, المدرسون
At the beginning of Islam.
في صدر الإسلام, نعم, in the beginning of the Islam or the early period of Islam. It comes from the word sadr. What's sadrun? Chest. What is sadrun? Chest. What's the plural? Sudurun. Okay. Heart is qalbun, the heart, but the chest is sadrun. So what's the first, almost the first thing what you, the human being is the chest. You know, it's in the front of his body. So Sadrul Islam means in the beginning of Islam. So the teachers fi Sadr al-Islam, okay, did not used to take, okay, that means lam yakun ya'khuduna. They did not used to take, yes, reward or payment على عملهم, for their work. Yani in other words, they used to work في سبيل الله. وبعد أن اتسعت الحضارة,
After civilization.
yes, and after the civilization, what's اتسعت? Widened, expanded. اتسع, expanded. What's the present tense of اتسع? يتسع, is expanding, it's widening. يتسع. Okay.
Wasa'a is the root, isn't it? The root of wasa'a.
ممكن, الله أعلم. طيب. وبنيت المدارس,
And what's al-habara is
civilization.
Expanded.
نعم. وبنيت المدارس, and the schools were made or built, because Bana, he built, Yabni, he's building, and Banna'un is the builder. وأوقف لها الأوقاف, yes, the endowments were endowed. وجعل للمدرسين فيها رواتب,
so the madrasin were made, payments were made
yes, and the payments or wages were made for the teachers. Monthly payments, رواتب شهرية, were made for to the teachers. تختلف كثرة وقلة بحسب البلاد والمدارس والأوقاف. It differs. تختلف, it differs. كثرة وقلة. عفوا. Yeah, it differs in the.
differs more or less. Is that?
Yes, in the more or less. You know, it differs in the big amount and in the small amount. It differs in the lotness.
Yeah, I thought abundance and as for kathratan and qillatan, scarcity.
Abundance is kathratan,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
and qillatan,
Scarcity.
scarcity. نعم. بحسب البلاد.
Depending on the country.
Yes, depending on the countries. Yani, how much do you get depends on the country. والمدارس, and the schools where you study. والأوقاف, and endowments. ولكنها على كل حال, however, it's in any way, على كل حال, however, it's in any way, it was, كانت كافية, it was in any way, what is كافية? Enough or sufficient? Sufficient. ليعيش المدرس حياة طيبة. For the teacher to live a good life. ولم يكن يجلس للتدريس إلا من شهد له الشيوخ بالكفاءة. Nobody used to sit for teaching. Nobody used to sit except من شهد له الشيوخ بالكفاءة, except the one who, the shuyukh is the plural of shaykhun, the scholars. It's same as like alimun, shaykhun, Allahu alam, testified for him with al-kafa'a. What's al-kafa'a? Competency. Yes, or adequacy, yeah? Adequacy or competency. Competency, yes, competency or adequacy. Yani he is able to teach. When they testify that he's able to teach, then yani he start teaching. In the past, it's not. Nowadays, it's only the certificate that decides. But in the past, the shuyukh used to say or testify that this person, like Imam Malik rahimahullah, he said, I did not sit for teaching until 70 of the scholars testified that I am able to do so. And he was asked, if they would say you're not able, he said, I would not teach. So 70 of the ulama, they testified that Imam Malik, the Imam of Al-Madinah in his time, the great scholar, he was able to teach and had enough knowledge to do that. Rahimahullahu ta'ala, and all the other scholars as well. وقد كان النظام في عصر الإسلام الأول أن يسمح الشيخ للتلميذ بالانفصال عن حلقته. What was that? وقد كان النظام أخ قيصر وقد كان النظام في عصر الإسلام الأول. What's النظام? Brothers? System, structure. النظام, system. Say, nidam, system. It can be country-wise system of the country, or it can be nidam in the classroom system. Okay. Structure. You said there is no nidam in this classroom. There is no structure in this classroom. في عصر الإسلام الأول.
The first period of Islam.
Yes, in the first period or era of the Islam. So the system used to be in the first era of the Islam. And يسمح الشيخ. Yes, that the Shaykh permits or that the Shaykh allows. What's يسمح? He allows. يسمح. What is he allowed? سمح or سمح. I thought it was سمح. Let me double check. You're right. It's samaha. Jayt. Samaha, he permitted, he allowed. Yasmahu. That the sheikhs allowed, he allowed what? للتلميذ بالانفصال. He allowed the student to detach, to withdraw. Yes. We have done الضمير المنفصل المتصل. The pronoun that is متصل, attached and detached. To withdraw عن حلقته. قيصر.
From Islamic circles.
From his circle of knowledge.
Is there a mistake there? There's a sukun on the lam.
Yes, a mistake. It's حلقته, not حلقته. And حلا, بارك الله فيك, حلقته. وإنشاء حلقة خاصة. And what's إنشاء? إنشاء is create or set up. نعم إنشاء.
It's what? Create.
Create or set up.
In some of the exercises we have something min insha'ika.
Yeah, from your own self. But أنشأ is also create or set up. وإنشاء حلقة خاصة, and to create or set up a own circle, a specific circle. You know what they want to say here is, in the past the sheikh did not used to keep you with him. He did, like some defiant groups. You have to stay with the sheikh. You like or don't like, you are with the sheikh. And everything with the permission of the sheikh. This is all misguidance. We don't have that in Islam. We have the Messenger ﷺ, we stick to his sunnah, to his saying and teachings. But having a sheikh, in the past, sheikh would say, go and open your own circle. No problem. Because there is ikhlas. Sincere. The sheikh was sincere, insha'Allah. But the one that is not sincere, he does not want the students to go to other sheikh. Or he does not want the student to open his own circle of knowledge, because the students will leave the sheikh and go to the student. Competition. So he closed the door. for that. You say, you are with me.
What about the teacher's rough?
So, if the sheikh see that the student has enough knowledge, he's encouraging him to open his own circle. You understand? أو أن يعهد برئاسة الحلقة إليه بعد وفاته.
So خلقة خاصة means
Specific
مكتبة خاصة.
circle, but
it's private. No?
it's more his own حلقة.
It's
Individual.
نعم. It's more his own حلقة.
What about one person? There was a talk in Pakistan, and subhanAllah, so many people started off were there in the lecture. As the sheikh was carrying on, he was teaching, everyone was leaving, and there's about 3-4 students left at the end. And he goes, "You are the best students."
Where were the other ones? They were leaving.
Yeah, they were leaving, and there's only about 4 or 5 left at the end. And the talk was just about to finish. And he goes, "You are the best students of knowledge. You stayed here." And they go, "No, sheikh, we stayed for the food afterwards." I said,
Oh, subhanallah. عجيب أخي. نعم. طيب. أو أن يعهد برئاسة الحلقة. Subhanallah, I get now doubt about halqa. I see it again with the sukun. Let me double check. Is it halaqatun or halqatun? I can make, I may be wrong in this.
"You're right."
Oh, I see it.
It's good in this one.
What they have done, it's with the sukun. Sorry, brothers, we have to what we have just removed, we have to put that correct again. It's حلقة بالانفصال عن حلقته. Okay, brothers, so it's correct. What in the book, what I said was wrong.
It's sukun.
Sukun on the lam. حلقة and حلقات. The plural has فتحة. حلقات. نعم. أو أن يعهد برئاسة الحلقة إليه بعد وفاته. You're not active today. Oh, subhanallah.
You should stop him from leaning against the sitting.
Yeah. We might.
You're missing your loud voice, man. What's up?
Yeah.
I'll keep my phone quiet.
So you're gonna put us to sleep as well, man.
Yes. Or he used to entrust يعهد برئاسة الحلقة, with leading the circle to him after his death. So يعهد entrust. Normally it's يعهد, but because of an it's يعهد, and the past tense is عهد. He entrusted عهد. Okay, brothers? عهدت, I entrusted. رئاسة is leading, the leading of the halqa to him بعد وفاته. What's بعد وفاته? Same as بعد موته.
After he died.
So wafat and maut is same.
نعم نعم is the same. وفاة and موت is the same. والله أعلم. بقي لنا قليل. We have a piece left of the text. We try to finish that inshallah. How long you have left?
We have 10 minutes.
We started 5.
Finish.
I was going to leave early, but
Yeah, we finished this, eh? Bismillah. We have
14 minutes.
It's only 6:20.
yes.
Only.
I'll stop the lesson.
إبراهيم أنت تقرأ الفقرة الأخيرة إن شاء الله.
ask him what to read.
Oh, yeah, Sheikh answered the last
Last line.
line.
Make
Line only.
You might wake up.
Get last line, 2 words.
بتصرف.
Let Azim read when you wake, you wake up.
أوكي. تفضل.
وكانت المدارس أنواعا فمنها مدارس لتدريس القرآن الكريم وتفسيره وحفظه وقراءته ومنها مدارس للحديث خاصة ومنها وهي أكثرها مدارس للفقه فقد كان لكل مذهب فقهي مدارس خاصة به ومنها مدارس للطب ومنها مدارس للأيتام
نعم.
للأيتام ويذكر نعيمي
مهم.
ويذكر النعيمي في كتابه الدارس في تاريخ المدارس وهو من علماء القرن العاشر الهجري أسماء مدارس دمشق وفيها وحدها 7 مدارس للقرآن الكريم
7 مدارس.
وفيها وحدها 7 مدارس للقرآن الكريم وللحديث 16 مدرسة وللقرآن والحديث معا 3 مدارس وللفقه الشافعي 63
نعم.
63 مدرسة وللفقه الحنفي 52 مدرسة وللفقه المالكي 4 مدارس وللفقه الحنبلي 11 مدرسة هذا غير
مهم. صغير yes. It's mistake. السكون ضياء.
هذا غير مدارس الطب وغيره من العلوم.
نعم. ترجم أخ إبراهيم. وكانت المدارس أنواعا.
The madaris, the schools used to be groups.
Used to be types. Yes. Types, yeah. Different types. What's one type? نوع. نون واو عين. فمنها
from them.
So from them
So from them
مدارس
لتدريس القرآن الكريم. Schools for teaching glorious Quran.
نعم.
Noble Quran.
نعم. schools لتدريس القرآن الكريم for teaching the noble Quran وتفسيره
And its
Meaning?
its explanation وحفظه وقراءته.
its memorization and its reading.
Yes, its memorization and its reading. ومنها مدارس للحديث خاصة.
And from them
And from them
schools
schools
for
for hadith specifically. نعم. Specifically. ومنها
And from them,
وهي أكثرها,
and these are the most.
and these are the most.
مدارس للفقه,
مدارس للفقه.
schools for jurisprudence, for fiqh.
Yes, schools for jurisprudence. يعني الفقه. Islamic fiqh. يعني fiqh. And that is everything that has to do with the limbs. Okay, it's fiqh. Like salah, zakah, hajj, jihad. Okay, buying, selling. All these things what has to do with the limbs, where you use your limbs with the worshipping. They have to do with al-fiqh. So the most schools were, what kind of schools? فقه. فقد كان لكل مذهب فقهي مدارس خاصة به. What's that?
Verily, for every
Yes, for every.
madhab,
Yes, madhab, for every madhab, school of thought. That's how you say it, madhab, school of thought. For every school of thought that has to do with al-fiqh.
for every school of thought of jurisprudence,
Mhm.
to be
Yes, there used to be
specific schools for it.
specific schools for it. ومنها,
And from them,
مدارس للطب.
schools for medicine.
Yes, schools for medicine. ومنها مدارس للأيتام.
And from them, schools for
It's for
جمع يتيم. What is the single form? يتيم. Yes, orphans. One is يتيم. And like you see, madarisu is schools, in single form is madrasatun, and madarisu has only one dhamma. ويذكر النعيمي. What's ويذكر النعيمي?
and Nuaimi mentions
Mentions. يذكر means mentions, and the past tense is he mentioned. ذكر. It's also he remembered. يذكر الله. So if you say يذكر الله, it's a different context. So ويذكر النعيمي, and النعيمي mentions في كتابه.
in his book.
طيب الدارس في تاريخ المدارس.
Teaching.
الدارس is the studier. Yes. الدارس is the studier.
You cannot say the student.
Yeah, no, الدارس is the one, the studier. You know, like
A student,
Study of
no,
the history.
no,
history
a
of the school.
student is somebody who gets taught. A study is somebody
It's
who's
history of the
thinking
school,
about
isn't it?
himself.
Studies, yeah.
Yeah, for himself.
Study in the history of the school.
yes, he studies him, is a studier himself. He's not that he has a sheikh.
Is that taught it by a sheikh or teacher? But a student is somebody who gets taught by.
Yeah, الدارس is not the one that got taught. It's the one that studies himself. Yeah, الدارس. نعم.
Okay.
From darasa, he studied. يدرس, he's studying. الدارس is the studier.
Study in the history of the schools.
Yes. So this person, An-Nu'aymi rahimahullah, he has a book, The Studier in the History of the Schools. وهو من علماء القرن العاشر الهجري.
And he is from the scholars
Yes, and he's from the scholars
of
of
the 10th
the 10th
century.
century, قرن السنتري
Hijri.
الهجري. أسماء مدارس دمشق.
The names of the schools of Damascus.
Yes, the names of the schools of Damascus. وفيها وحدها.
And in them,
And in it, يعني in Damascus, the ha goes back to
Damascus.
Damascus. وفيها وحدها.
And in it alone,
And in it alone, يعني only in Damascus, look how many things there were. And look how nowadays the pressure that there is in Syria for the Ahl Sunnah. Even Sheikh Al-Albani was abandoned. He was taken out of Syria. Okay, he was not welcome there. So look how now, and look what he's going to say now, how Damascus was in that time. Okay, so in it alone, وفيها وحدها سبع مدارس للقرآن الكريم.
There are 7 schools of the Noble Quran.
نعم, 7 schools يعني for learning the noble Quran. وللحديث 16 مدرسة.
For the hadith,
And for hadith,
16 schools.
16 schools for learning the hadith. And with hadith يعني isnad, the chain and the meanings of the hadith. وللقرآن والحديث معا 3 مدارس.
And for learning Quran and hadith together,
Yes.
3 schools.
Yes, and for learning Quran and hadith معا means together, 3 schools. وللفقه الشافعي 63 مدرسة.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And for the fiqh, of Shafi'i, 56.
So it's 63.
Yes, and for
63.
the Shafi'i fiqh, for the Shafi'i fiqh, 63 schools. That's much, brothers. 63 schools. And Imam Shafi'i, he's one of the 4 famous Imams. And there were more than 4 madhabs. There are more. But these are the famous. If you say the madahib al-arba'a, the 4 madhabs, that does not mean that there were not other madhabs. You have the madhab of Imam al-Awza'i, al-Layth ibn Sa'ad, big scholars, but these are the 4 famous ones. Okay, al-Shafi'i, al-Hanbali, of Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, al-Maliki, of Imam Malik, and al-Hanafi, of Imam Abu Hanifa. طيب, so 63 schools of المذهب الشافعي. وللفقه الحنفي 52 مدرسة.
For the Hanafi fiqh, 52 schools.
And for the Hanafi fiqh, 52 schools. وللفقه المالكي 4 مدارس.
And for the Maliki fiqh, 4 schools.
And for the Maliki fiqh, 4 schools. It's all in Damascus. وللفقه الحنبلي 11 مدرسة.
And for the Hanbali school, 11. For the Hanbali madhab, for the Hanbali fiqh, 11 schools.
Yes, and for the Hanbali fiqh, the fiqh of Imam Ahmad rahimahullah, 11 schools. هذا غير مدارس الطب وغيره من العلوم. Yes, this is without.
The schools of medicine.
This is without mentioning, this is without the schools of medicine وغيره من العلوم.
And
without
without
schools of science.
without it.
And without and other than it of sciences. يعني there are all,
Sciences.
and other sciences now.
Yeah, other sciences.
And without other sciences, yes.
What's this thing in the bracket? Can we translate that as well?
Yes. بتصرف من كتاب من روائع حضارتنا مصطفى السباعي. What's بتصرف? If somebody's quoting something from a book and then he says, I took this بتصرف. No, summarize is مختصر or اختصار.
code.
Tasarruf means you mention it exactly, you mention it like in the book, but you made a bit tasarruf. Tasarruf is your own self, like this page. If you have this page, you have like this page, okay? I write this whole page. Then I have to say, this is Hensware, page 663. But here, I left 2 sentences. Or I said, etc., because it's too long. This is tasarruf from myself. I did tasarruf here, okay? This whole paragraph, I made it a bit smaller. It's editing, eh?
Abridged as well.
You could be adding something.
Abridged.
Tasarruf means,
You're not abridging.
okay, tasarruf is your own mingling. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, I think it's
Mingling? It's not English.
It's not abridged. It's not
I just say some,
It's not abridged.
editing, yes.
It's not abridged.
With editing, from which book? So if you go back to this book that he's mentioning now, you will find almost exactly the same. A small piece maybe might be a bit different. من روائع حضارتنا. روائع is the plural of رائع. رائع. And رائع, you say هذا رائع. رائع is like great. From the greatnesses of our civilization. Okay, brothers. Who's the writer? Mustafa As-Sibai. So this is what is Bayna al-Qawsayn.
Broken up now, see?
MashaAllah. What do you think? We start with the new text?
No.
Inshallah, wajib manzil khalas.
Allahumma barik.
You already lost your sleep. Just carry on being the water.
And you're dreaming as well at the same time.
25 minutes left.
25 minutes.
20 minutes time.
What's the time here? Okay, 22 from your own time.
Yeah, 22, that's it.
I think Sheikh should stop the lesson there. Give them wajib manzil.
Give
Make it
one.
easy.
الواجب المنزلي.
Now, to the end.
This is like a film.
When you sleep, you don't hear that in the night? A sound, واجب منزلي. Subhanallah, you get stress,
Azam, Nim, he hears that. Azam, Nim.
Akhi, it might, Subhanallah, you might say that in your sleep. الواجب المنزلي. Subhanallah. Okay, 117 كاملا و118 كاملا. 2 pages. صفحتين. I don't have to explain what to do.
You don't need to explain us what to do.
أجب باختصار. هاتي جمع الكلمات. Give this plural of the كلمات التالية من النص from the text. So رئيس, you find رؤساء in the text. صل بين الكلمتين المترادفتين. المترادفتين.
Which is similar.
مترادف means similar. So الجامع is same as المسجد. There might be a small difference. التدريب الثالث. هاتي من النص ما يلي. Give from the text what follows. عكس, what's عكس? Or عكس, opposite of the word الحاضر. مرادف, مرادف كلمة أسرة. Similar to word أسرة. You find in the text. جمع كلمة رواق. كلمة تعني دون أجر. Is there a word in the text that means دون أجر, without wages?
Without wages.
يعني free.
Free.
ما معنى كلمة what's the meaning of the word طلق
طلق.
في عبارة in the phrase الهواء الطلق. سبحان الله. هي لحظة.
I need to get that.
الطلق means النقي. I have to say this one because why this is difficult. What means طلق in the context الهواء الطلق? They say it's نقي, fresh. Although we have said الهواء الطلق is open air. طيب brothers in Islam, كم بقي لنا من الوقت؟ كم بقي لنا؟
I think we should just call it quit after. Because the guy is sleeping, man. I think we should keep cycling.
I could do 10 laps.
It's 43.
No. You started at 5:55. No. 4:55.
طيب maybe we do a little bit. A little bit. We will see how it goes.
We'll do the title of the chapter.
الآن إذا بدأنا بالوحدة السادسة الحمد لله قد اقتربنا من ثلث الكتاب. إذا فعلنا الوحدة السادسة, if we do the 6th chapter, قد اقتربنا, we are close to ثلث الكتاب. Third, because لأن كم وحدة في الكتاب?
We're already close to the third.
Yeah, we're close to the third.
By doing 5, we're 16.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's 16. Yeah. I thought it was 18 chapters.
16.
Okay, mashallah. We'll go very good. من منكم يرى الأخ رفيق؟ من منكم يرى الأخ رفيق أحيانا؟ أنت تراه أحيانا. أين الأخ؟ هل كلمته؟ حاول حاول أن تكلمه، تشجعه، حاول أن تشجعه. Try to encourage him.
Have you seen Ibrahim?
هو مشغول. الأخ إبراهيم مشغول لأنه يعني هو مقبل على الزواج. He's about to get married. اللهم بارك. ويذهب كثيرا إلى مدينة ليستر. يذهب. هو تزوج. Oh, he's already married. Yeah, okay. وأخونا أبو بكر.
لا أدري.
ما هي أخباره? What is his news?
غيب جدا.
هو غائب. طيب من يكلمه? Who speaks with him? أنت تراه صح? You don't say anything if you see him.
No, did you sign that with stuff?
Try to speak with him, أخي.
Competition between them.
I saw him last when he came to the Arabic lesson. That's it.
Last
Last time he came to the Arabic lesson. That's the last time I saw him.
Okay.
Ibrahim was. If he came now, is coming now. If he's left, then there's nobody here. He's come from the start except Yusuf.
Allah المستعان. Ibrahim, he said he's busy with the marriage thing. Allahumma barik. But he hopes to come back. But he said he's hoping not to be, far behind. May Allah make it easy for him. الوحدة السادسة. Very little. We do very little. طيب ما معنى المهن؟ What's المهن؟
Occupation.
هذا مفرد أم جمع؟ No. هذا جمع. Occupations. So what's the single form? One occupation. مهنة. 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 You say ما مهنتك? What's your مهنة? What's your occupation? طيب.
Sugar is the same thing as well.
نعم.
No?
But مهنة is.
But they use that often.
Try to use مهنة.
It sounded the
شغل.
شغل.
نعم.
شغل.
شغل. ما هو شغلك, what's your شغل, but try to use مهنة.
When Saudi, they were using that a lot.
لكن عازم, you don't read alone. من يقرأ معك? Who reads with you? Who did not read a lot
He
today?
goes, I'm going to do 2 at once. You understand?
اقرأ معه أخ قيصر, you read with him.
Okay. لألا
البحث عن العمل.
نعم.
Searching for a job.
We're reading at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do the first one. Ustadh, the title is Searching for a Job, is it?
نعم. البحث عن العمل. We will explain that. I will explain that next lesson, inshallah. But it means searching for work. البحث is the searching. It comes from the word or from the فعل بحث, he searched. What's the present tense? يبحث. بحث يبحث.
This is the noun, yeah?
Yes, البحث is the noun. And بحث, he searched. بحثت, I searched. And يبحث, he's searching. تفضل.
لألا نتيجة
نتيجة المقابلة طيبة اليوم.
قابلت مدير الشركة ورأى
شهاداتي.
لكنني غير متفائل.
نعم. This we have done. لكنني is alif that's not being written. لكن. Okay. لكنني غير متفائل.
ما سبب ذلك؟
الشركة تحتاج إلى 10 مهندسين وقدم للعمل 100 مهندس معظمهم لهم خبرات طويلة.
ستجد عمل مناسبة إن شاء الله.
أنا آسف يا أبي
لأنني put كسرة. لأنني
درست الهندسة. لقد تخرجت في
كلية الهندسة. مضاف إليه.
منذ 2 ولم أعمل حتى الآن.
ليست المشكلة في دراسة
الهندسة.
مشكلات في
البطالة
التي تؤم
كل العالم.
حيث يتخرج الطلاب في جامعات الجامعات
والمعاهد
المختلفة.
نعم.
ولا
يجدون
عملا.
نريد مساعدة أهلنا ونريد الزواج لكننا لا نستطيع.
تقول
الحكومة ستكون هناك فرص عمل كثيرة.
نعم.
للشباب هذه الآن.
للشباب.
سمعنا هذا الكلام كثيرا. نحن نريد عملا لا كلاما.
كن متفائلا.
طيب أيها الإخوة اقرأوا خلفي. لعل نتيجة المقابلة طيبة اليوم. قابلت مدير الشركة ورأى شهاداتي لكنني غير متفائل.
قابلت مدير الشركة ورأى شهاداتي لكنني غير متفائل.
ما سبب ذلك؟ الشركة تحتاج إلى 10 مهندسين. وقدم للعمل 100 مهندس. معظمهم لهم خبرات طويلة. ستجد العمل المناسب إن شاء الله.
ستجد العمل المناسب إن شاء الله.
أنا آسف
أنا آسف
يا أبي
يا أبي
لأنني درست الهندسة.
لأنني درست الهندسة.
لقد تخرجت في كلية الهندسة منذ سنتين
لقد تخرجت في كلية الهندسة
ولم أعمل حتى الآن.
ولم أعمل حتى الآن.
ليست المشكلة في دراسة الهندسة،
ليست المشكلة في دراسة الهندسة.
المشكلة في البطالة
المشكلة في البطالة
التي تعم كل العالم،
التي تعم كل العالم.
حيث يتخرج الطلاب في الجامعات والمعاهد المختلفة
حيث يتخرج الطلاب في الجامعات والمعاهد المختلفة
ولا يجدون عمل.
ولا يجدون عملا.
سبحان Allah. I was thinking, I take all the energy out of you. I leave nothing, subhanallah. I let you leave the classroom in your,
Empty, yeah?
almost nothing left,
Go sleep again, inshallah.
like a can, mashallah. You're just totally, Allahumma barik. Don't you say to yourself, this is the last day I come here. No, you don't think like that, brothers? Okay, alhamdulillah. طيب.
You're used to it now. Maybe in the beginning. Maybe.
How do you say what's funny, Ustadh, so we can ask you when you laugh?
Yeah, I can imagine, they just say, why did I come here? Brothers, don't worry.
No, whose idea was it to do it after Fajr? Just beat him up.
لماذا تضحكوا؟ نعم. Why do you laugh? لماذا تضحكوا? I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit hungry as well. طيب. ولا يجدون عملا.
ولا يجدون عملا.
Is it 5 o'clock? Or you did yourselves? ولا يجدون عملا. نريد مساعدة أهلنا ونريد الزواج لكننا لا نستطيع. تقول الحكومة ستكون هناك فرص عمل كثيرة للشباب. هذا العام سمعنا هذا الكلام كثيرا. نحن نريد عملا لا كلاما. كن متفائلا.
Sheikh, if you look at the picture, the second picture, I think that explains the text and everything.
نعم. Look, أخي, the second picture.
Yeah.
This is it's a real picture, I think. Eh?
It is. Akhi from America looks like
America,
it.
definitely from America.
You see, subhanallah,
Because
people.
they like the cheeseburgers, don't they? They love the cheeseburgers.
What has cheeseburger to do with this? But I tell you one thing, when you see this, when I saw this, honestly, I was thinking, some people in our Muslim countries, they think when they come to the West, everything is nice but look, Akhi, he just wants food. He wants to work only for food.
No.
And in the Muslim country, you have your food. And look, this man is, is an American man. It's not illegal. But he wants food for work. So people think, subhanallah, they think everything is so,
The roads are made of
Ustadh, I think there was a second person
gold
there.
on the street,
If you look at the picture, the second person ran off. Look, that's his dead one on the floor. There's a second one. Look. You see it? He had enough. Jack fish. Bus. tell, man. Look, I think he left his blanket.
Ajib, akhi. But I want to say last thing. If you go to some areas here like Elm Rock, and you see like some of our Muslim brothers, how they live, how small the houses are, and packed, one next to the other. You live in a small house, while in Pakistan you have maybe land and big house and nature. Look how they live. Have you seen the roads, in some roads in Elm Rock, how they live?
Yeah, it's so packed out.
Small living room, and people think people live here in the West, happy, everything, So subhanallah, there are some new words here, inshallah. We'll explain that next week inshallah في الأسبوع القادم. لكن أولا سنأخذ الأسماء. لحظة.
How many used to be that you haven't been
This is the cry.
That guy's legged it now.
If you look at the background, there's a restaurant in the background. If you look at the picture.
There's a
And
restaurant
the
in the
second
back.
guy that ran off, that's the car, the black one. That's the car.
I think these guys need to go to this one.
إبراهيم إبراهيم موجود. أبو بكر غائب. قيصر رفيق غائب. تيمور عازم. we have to say this because maybe we said something wrong while laughing. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. And with that, Allah will forgive us inshallah.